Hey everybody, this is Drew from Clean Cheap Shots. Commenting Collector is running a contest where he wanted us to show some items, vintage items, that we have resisted opening or scratching off or taking out of its original packaging. And I had this Presto Magic, Picture Magic Dry Transfer game that I've had for years. I don't even know how long I've had it. I'll see if I can flip it over here in a minute and find a date on it. But I kind of laid out a few Spider-Man comic books right next to it, kind of TJ Maxx style, where he always has the Sports Illustrated or Sport Magazine next to the card that he's showing. So I thought, well, a little inspiration. I'll do the same thing to kind of show you how Spider-Man has developed through the years. And while I'm at it, real quick shout out to Cody from Where'd You Get That? Cody has a nice book collection. I really enjoy his channel. He's such a soft-spoken guy and really enjoy his content. And so shout out to Cody really quick. But here you have Spider-Man. This one is from issue number 11, as you can see up here. That's from 1964. Amazing Spider-Man came out in 1963, if I'm not mistaken. And I did not remember the year of this, but I see it says 1989 up there. So quite a few years difference. And you can kind of see how Spider-Man has changed his uniform ever so slightly. It looks like the colors are maybe a little bit more bold. The eyes are a little bit different there. But he's teamed up with the She-Hulk here against the Abomination. I thought this was kind of funny. Non-mutie. I don't know what that means, if it's a slam against the mutants from the X-Men or what that is. But I always loved these comic books, especially Spider-Man and Thor and Captain America back in the day. I just love the vibrant colors that bounced off the front of these books. And so anyway, getting back to this item here, it was an item that I had never opened up. Well, partially didn't open up. I had taken it out of the plastic, as you can see, but I never did do anything with it. So here it says 1978, so that'll tell you how old it is. And so what we have here is a New York City skyline. And what you were supposed to do with that was to decorate that skyline, I guess, with the various villains of Spider-Man along with Spider-Man. So you got Electro up here, Sandman, Dr. Octopus, the Vulture, Lizard, I believe it was. That one's escaping me. I can't think of it. And same with that. Got the Green Goblin down here. And boy, it's been a long time, so I don't remember that one either. But as you can see, I never took these off and rubbed them on to the background of the city. So just going to take this and move this a little bit here so you can get a better look at it. And I'll just kind of move that off to the side and give you a better look at the books. Again, 1989 and 1964. I guess he hasn't really changed an awful lot. He still has the webbing underneath the armpits. I always thought that was pretty cool. And perhaps maybe it's more vibrant here just simply because it's a newer book. But yeah. And of course, Dr. Octopus over time has really changed his look. I don't have a current one to show you, but all right. So that's part of what I have Commenting Collector unopened, and I'll be right back with a little bit more. Okay, next, for things that I've resisted opening. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to do some shout outs too while I'm doing this. I hope you don't mind. Hodges1455 has 185 subs. I enjoy his channel. I think he's probably about 10 months into YouTube, and he does a mix of vintage and modern cards. So go check him out if you get a chance. And another quick shout out is to Doug over at Video Guy 316. He's got 117 subs, and I'm very envious of his editing. He does a really nice job with that, and he shows a nice variety of vintage himself. So moving on to the items here, or at least more items that I have that I haven't opened. On the left-hand side over here are wax packs from Topps. Those are 1983, and they look very similar to the ones from 1980. So I've got 9 from 1983, and 3, 6, 8 of them here from 1980. A little lighter blue, as you can see. The baseball styled a little bit differently. The Topps is a little larger on the 1983 pack, and of course down here in the right-hand corner, subtle differences as well. And you might be wondering what you could find in 1983 as far as rookie cards were concerned. You could find Tony Gwynn, Ryan Sandberg, and Wade Boggs. And over here in 1980, of course, the card that you're looking for is that Rickey Henderson card from 1980. That's a beautiful card. And also, Robert, I didn't open up the gum. I've got several packages of this little block gum that came, if you're wondering, in kind of a cello pack format like this. So you can see the gum on the bottom and the card stacked on top, and that's George Brett on top. So, and then on the back, you'll see is kind of a scratch-off game. So there's that. Set the gum back over here. In addition to that, some of the packs used to come with other types of scratch-off games. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I've saved a number of these as well over the years. Never did scratch any of them off, actually, when I was a kid. Just wasn't interested, but I kept them. And I also kept all my wax wrappers. I did open up, as I've mentioned before, I couldn't even begin to tell you how many I've opened up. I ripped hundreds of 1980 and less of the 1983, but I was always looking for that Rickey Henderson, and ended up with probably a dozen over the years. And so, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Now I don't open up any wax packs anymore, and I've got various wax packs from various years. All told, I probably have, I don't know, 1,000 of wax packs unopened. I've got shelves of it, and I started buying it up after I felt like I had enough Rickey Hendersons. I stopped opening it up, but just kept buying it, thinking, well, one day these will go up in price, and I'll just hang on to them. And so that's kind of what I did. And also, I wanted to mention that Eric over at 4 Leaf Cards, he's got a little contest going. He wanted us to show a tabletop. And, well, Eric, there's my tabletop. We'll get a little better view of it here. So I hope that qualifies for your VR as well, Eric. 4 Leaf Cards. And then, if I could, just a couple more shout-outs really quick for guys that really deserve to have more subs. Collecting Mad Dog. Well, that's what I call him. It's Collecting Maddox. He's got 106 subs, over 70 videos, and he has a variety of modern to vintage. And if you can't figure it out from his title name, he is a Greg Maddox collector and fan. And then the last shout out really quick, Souvenir Programs here. I enjoy his channel. He started his channel because he wanted to document his father's collection of programs and cards to, well, not only document it, but to show his family. So he's done a really wonderful job of showing those various programs from the 50s, and I'm sure there's some other eras in there as well, and some cards. It's a lot of football. He's a 49ers guy, and I really enjoyed that. And I think that was a real nice gesture by him to do that for his family and for his father. So I would encourage you to go check it out and see what he's got to offer on his channel. But so Eric, here's my tabletop and commenting collector. Here is partially some items that I've never opened before. So thank you guys for doing this VR, and until next time, keep growing your collection, card farmers.